Hey peeps, we are back. We're talking Love After Lockup, Season 5, Episode 9. So this episode starts out with Andy and Britney. And you know what? I'm sick of her. Britney is full of shit. The whole time she is talking about how she's not a gold digger. He offered her this money. And you know what? The thing is, just because someone offers you money doesn't mean that you have to accept it. And when you were in jail, you were giving him all that we're going to be together, we're going to be engaged, we're going to raise these kids together. And now all of a sudden you are just on the money. And the thing is, she's coming off telling him he knows I've got stuff with my kids and I need this money. I got other stuff going on and, she'd rather be in jail than put up with him and all of these other things. The thing is this, if you knew you had shit going on with your kids and you knew that, you should have gotten your ducks in a row before you got out of jail. You got yourself put in jail. You are the reason you're having these issues with your children. What you should have done is reached out to your family and friends and seen if you could stay with one of them when you got out of jail and hit the ground running by going to some sort of NA meetings and looking for a job, not using and abusing Andy. This man comes out and stands next to her on the porch. She's like, "Oh, so close." And she moves over. What? Girl, you are too close. You are too close to being kicked the fuck out. I would put her the hell out. There is no way that I would not have put her out. I would have went in that house, locked the door, then threw her shit out the front door and told her find some fucking where to be. Like, this is ridiculous. She had the nerve to tell him that he said one thing and did another. Isn't that exactly what you're doing, pot kettle? You told him y'all were going to be in a relationship, that you were in love with him. Y'all were going to be a couple. You was going to raise these kids together. You was going to do all this stuff. You haven't done one damn thing for him except wreck this man's nerves and steal his money. Then she's going to tell him that he needs to go to the bank and just give her $500 since he claims he can't take $700 out at once. Now, you know what? I don't even know how much I can take out of the ATM at one time. I should really look into that. But still, the man does not owe you shit. Then she gets the money after she acts like a fool in the car, talking about she's uncomfortable with him in the car because of his attitude. You wasn't too uncomfortable to take this man's money. Now, Andy gave Britney money, her cell phone. He offered her a car that he was going to make the payments on. He let her stay in his house. He gave her her own bathroom, and she's still treating him like shit. Then after she got the $500, she had the nerve to grab her shit like she's leaving. Now, I heard from Andy's ex-wife that she did leave Andy to go be with her drug dealing ex-boyfriend because she was, on that stuff. Allegedly. All of this is alleged. I don't know these people. And she left Andy for about 30 days until allegedly the ex-drug dealing boyfriend had got sick of her ass. And now she's back at Andy's house trying to, work things through. Girl, you are an addict. You behaved like an addict. And I'm not surprised that Andy didn't last as a police officer, because the fact that he couldn't see that Britney was using him says to me that, I don't want him working not one damn case. No. And I think that WeTV is irresponsible for allowing all of these people that are on this show that show us that they are relapsing, not get them some help. Remember that season when Deontay was with Nicole, her and Tina or Trina or whatever her damn name was? Allegedly, in my opinion, they looked high as hell all the damn time. And there's other Love After Lockup, Love During Lockup, Life After Lockup cast members that look like they really do need to be in a rehab center. WeTV, you should be shamed. I'm just saying. Britney sitting around acting like Andy owes her something. His money is her money. I said, who the hell are you? Destiny 2.0? Shit, remember when Destiny thought that Sean, that's another one, she should have been in somebody's rehab center. Remember when she thought that Sean owed her money? That girl was crazy as hell. And then also, did you notice when she was saying that she felt uncomfortable being in the car with Andy? I said, shit, you sure as hell didn't look uncomfortable sitting in the passenger seat counting the money. Oh my God, Andy, boy, you are such a trick. She used the shit out of you. You got zero. Andy, you should be embarrassed. Instead of spending your time worried about Britney, you should have been with your own children. Your children tried to tell you from jump that she is not it, that she is only using you. That woman knew from the get when she first laid eyes on you when she got out of jail. She was not sexually attracted to you. She was not interested in you. All she wanted was what you could do for her, what you could give her. And even though they are allegedly still together, I think that that's exactly what she still wants. She is going to use you until she has used you up. In my opinion, Britney is a nasty woman who is still on that stuff, and that's just my opinion, allegedly, and she is going to use Andy until that man is broke and has absolutely nothing. She is too damn entitled and manipulative. Andy, you are an idiot. Get rid of her ASAP. Anyway, in the end of all this, Andy, call your cop friend. You was robbed. You know, you got robbed. She robbed you. Anyway, moving on. Joy and Red. Honey, now listen. They are over at Red's mom's house. And you know, now that I know that she's on the SA offenders list, and you know, I'm going to say allegedly, I don't F with her. You know what I mean? Just looking at her on my screen, I get ticked off and pissed off. You know what I mean? That's something else WeTV needs to talk about. Get this woman off my TV if she's a SA offender, allegedly. Anyway, they were telling his mom and the rest of their family, you know, they had the sister go pick up some pizza. They were just going to hang out and relax. You know, they love Joy. You remember that? Joy, that's my new daughter-in-law. Joy, 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 let's hug you, girl. You know, they was all there for Joy before. But as soon as he let them know that the next day he was going to be leaving to head back to New Mexico, all hell broke loose. Them people was not here for it. Now, you know, at first thought, I said, I get his mom. You know, he's been in jail for 10 years. The least they could do is, you know, stick around for a little while. You know, if Joy needs to go back home to be with her son, which she should be, he could stay there and hang out with his mom and his sister for a week or two. You know, it's been 10 years. But no, he wants to pick up and leave, and they are giving him the side eye. They are mad as hell. His little cousin stands up and says, you've been gone for 10 years and we've been waiting for you to get out of jail. We've been riding for you for 10 years and you want to give us a day, 2 days, and you're going to leave with Joy? His cousin said, you don't even know her. Who is Joy? I said, oh shit, these people is not here for the bullshit. The rest of the family have that same sentiment. His mom jumped up, got pissed off. The aunt got jumped up. Everybody jumped up and ran out. Somebody flipped the chair over. They knocking shit down. I said, wait a minute. I tell you what, you're not about to tear up my damn house. Okay, you are pissed off and disappointed. Pick everything up before you storm the hell out of here. Pick it all up and then storm out. I mean, this is ridiculous. Don't tear up my shit. Anyway, I think that he should have stayed there, got his ducks in a row. She does not need to take this boy home. Not to her son, because he's really not her son's father. And there could be issues. We have seen in certain relationships when people supposedly cheat and they create a child from somebody else, that the boyfriend or the girlfriend could have problems and they don't treat the child right. I'm not allowing that bullshit in my life. I really wouldn't. Red needs to keep his ass right there with his mama. I'm just saying. His mom goes off and she says that she was there for him for the last 10 years. He's abandoning her. She said, I would ride up there to come to that jail, even in the bad weather. And this girl never came to see you, not once. And you gonna leave me? Oh my gosh, he gets all upset. They start storming out, but he ain't storm out until he got him a couple slices of pizza. Now, the thing that I think was weird is when she first got there, why had they never discussed how long they would be in town? You know, how long he planned to stay there. And he's sitting there talking about Joy is his wife and he loves her and he's grown now. And it's time for him to, you know, get down to New Mexico and get himself a job and be a father and all this stuff. And his mom was screaming, she ain't none of your wife and that ain't your baby, you know, going back and forth. The thing is if you are so into Joy and Joy is your wife, why were you talking to your dead bestie? That girl looked like she was dead. I mean, why are you talking to her and trying to figure out a way that you can slide to see her behind Joy's back? Boy, you full of shit. And you know what else I thought about? Joy had to be the one who had paid for him to get his hair tightened up. But her son was at the house eating uncooked hot dogs, and she was pawning family heirlooms. That really pisses me off. God bless it, if Joy was my friend or a relative, I'd light her ass up every day of the week. I'm just saying. I think that Joy should have told him, listen, you should spend more time with your family. And you can just come, later. Once you get, reacclimated. I can understand that they want to leave the people and the places that he was hanging around when he first got arrested so that he doesn't fall back into that. But at the same time, give your mom a little time. Joy says, we'll make sure that he gets back here to see you guys 2 or 3 times a year. Girl, just be quiet. In the end, I think he's just going to go down to New Mexico, rip Joy off for every dime she's got, and then he'll be back. You know what? I'm sick of them. I really am. I think that they are doomed for failure. Joy is about to get her entire heart broken into a million pieces. And I can also tell you, she really does not need to bring this man home with her child. You don't even know him like that. Britney and Kyle. Now listen, they are back to talking about having a baby again. And I'm sick of it. Love After Lockup people, I know that you're going to have them on Life After Lockup next season, next month, and I'm just not even here for it. I am sick of Britney and Kyle. Britney has zero direction. She needs some counseling. She needs therapy really bad. Kyle needs some therapy badly. They have both been through so much. They are both toxic. They are both confused, and they are not good for each other. Now, I do agree with Kyle at this current moment. They do not need a child. They do not need to bring a child into this relationship because this relationship is unstable as hell. I also don't think that Kyle needs to transition. Kyle has already gone through this transition process in prison. To ask him to come off of his testosterone and then start taking other medications to produce more eggs and to grow his boobs back and change his voice and all of that stuff, that's too much. It really is. One thing is for sure, Kyle irritates me quite a bit. I think that he is extremely problematic, but he does have a plan. He's trying to get a career off the ground. He's thinking about the future. Britney wants to just sit at home and be a wife and be up his ass all day. It's not that. Okay, you are at a young age where you need to go get some help. Both of them need to go focus on their mental health and focus on their future, establishing a career, figuring out your life path, figuring out if you two even belong together, which I can tell you for free, you don't. Okay, and then think about having children later. I am sick of them and I am sick of this topic. They do not need children right now. And that's just my opinion. They are unstable as hell. Chelsea and Mikey. So, everybody knows that I've always liked Chelsea. But these last couple episodes, Chelsea is really taking me there and I'm sick of her. Mikey wants to take her out to dinner and Chelsea says, how are we going to go out to dinner? We're broke. And he says, well, I'm going to ask my sister if she'll let me borrow a little money so I can take you out. She has the nerve to say it's a red flag that he's asking his sister for money because her pride won't let her ask people for money. And what I would say is, it's a red flag for me to date somebody in prison and right after prison and then have them come and, live with me and my kids. And, you live off of the government. So y'all both broke, that's a red flag for me. I'm just saying, girl, stop it. You didn't have any problems ordering food. You didn't have any problems eating dinner. Red flag. Girl, go on some damn where. She is really upset that her assistants have been cut off. Now, here's the thing for me. When her friend Gio called her and told her, number one, he said the kids are sick. Why are you still in Kentucky? Why are you not back home in Ohio checking on them kids? Okay, your SSI and your food stamps was cut off, but you stayed at the hotel for another 2 nights. So that's money that you really didn't have. You should have checked the hell out of that hotel and either carried your ass back home to Ohio to take care of them kids, or you should have stayed at Mikey's sister's house and saved that money then. Okay, you should be hitting the ground running, either trying to get your ass back to Ohio to find you a job, or trying to get back there to figure out why your SSI got cut off and how you can, get it turned back on. My opinion is it's probably got cut off because you're on national TV collecting food stamps and SSI and getting a check from the WeTV people. And I don't know for sure, but I heard that WeTV allegedly pays $3,000 an episode. So I'm just saying that probably makes you not qualified for food stamps or SSI. I don't know. This ain't none of my damn business. I'm just saying. This ain't none of my business. They talked about his daughter, and he was saying that his daughter must really like her. The fact that she's trying to learn signs so she can have a conversation with Chelsea. And I think that's super cute. Because I'll tell you now, when I was his daughter's age, I never would have thought, oh, wow, let me learn sign language so I can talk to my dad's girlfriend. I never would have thought that. No, ma'am. So I think that little girl is sweet and very special. He did go ahead and have a conversation with her to ask her, hey, why can't we have the sex? And she told him that she has never had a deaf boyfriend and she's only dated guys who can hear, and that hearing guys are better at having sex. I don't know. I'm just leave that there. I think that it was rude, that you never date any deaf people, and you pretty much said that the deaf people don't have the good sex. I think that's rude, but I believe it there. That ain't none of my business either. Dang on it. He did say, he respects her and he wants to respect her. If she doesn't want to have sex, he's happy to wait, even though he is extremely sexually frustrated. Later on, she did sit down and have a conversation with him, and she explained to him what happened to her in her past relationships and how she has been violated. And I cried. I said, damn. That really did break my heart. She's been through a lot. And I think that this man was so supportive and so loving and just there for her. He told her that he will wait as long as she needs to. He is not going to push her. And she said it could be 5 to 6 months. And he said he'll wait. And he was very upset. He said, he could hurt the person who hurt her like that. And, I'm glad that person was nowhere around, because he looked like he would, whoop somebody's ass right then in that moment. Then I thought it was really cute too when they went to the music store and he, played the piano for her. Then he sang a little song, a little rap sort of, and let her touch his throat so she could hear his voice. And I mean, that was really sweet. I like him. It's weird that I like this dude. I do think that before she got into this new relationship, she probably should have gotten some therapy. I think that it's always good to take a moment when you leave one relationship to get into another. Whether it's therapy, whether it's meditation, whether it's just being alone in your thoughts. I think it's really good to take time between those relationships to kind of heal from the pain and the hurt of what happened in the past so that you don't bring it into your new relationship. I think that she has a lot of unhealed trauma. And I don't know if Mikey is going to be able to fix that. And I think that she cannot deal with that on her own. She was making some kind of comments about she can't take care of him. She's got kids and all this stuff. And my thought was, you knew you had kids before you started dating him. So all this time we're in love, we're going to be together. It never dawned on you that when this man got out of jail, he wasn't going to have any money. I mean, it was a little weird. And then she kept bringing up his baby's mom. Leave him and this baby's mom shit alone. The woman clearly is not interested in him. Their conversation at that car was like, had a great visit, drive safe. She don't want him. She didn't even want to be seen on television. And you should also remember that you have a few baby daddies. You know what I mean? So he's not questioning you about your children's father. Stop questioning the hell out of him about this woman. In the end, I really do hope that they can work it out. I hope that they can stay together and be happy. I like him. I am surprised that I like him. let's just see what happens between the two of them. You guys get down in the comments. What do you think about Mikey and Chelsea? You know, he says that he's going to come down to Ohio after 30 days when he gets a pass. And she's worried about him possibly cheating. He swears that he won't. I really want them to work out. Get down in the comments, you guys. What do you think? Melissa and Louie. God, God, God. I can't stand this woman. I think that Louie is a good person. She's upset. She says he's calling her for everything. And, you know, he's been in jail for how many damn years? Technology has changed. He has grown up a little bit. He doesn't know shit. You know what I mean? He's gonna call you. I think that Melissa is controlling as hell. I think that she's rude as hell. And nobody wants to hear her damn mouth. She is treating him like a prison warden. She is talking to him like she's his mama. She acts just like Donna. He's got one of those. He does not need you for that. She's angry because he's working at the pizza place. And she wants him to work somewhere else. And I'm thinking, slow the hell down. Slow the hell down. The man has been in jail forever. People are not just going to say, hey, come work for us. He's at the pizza place. He's working 50 hours a week. He bought himself a nice car and she got really pissed off, yelling and screaming at him. If you bought yourself a car, you didn't even ask me. You're not his mama. That's why he didn't ask you. And then on top of that, she's pissed off because she's paying the $4,500 for the dentures. If you bought a car for $5,500, you could have bought your own dentures. Why would he do that? Mama. You acting like the mama, then go ahead and buy his dentures like his mama. I'm just saying, you volunteered to pay for these damn dentures. I mean, she annoyed me the whole damn episode. The way she was so negative and naggy, just all over his ass. You just love Louie. I love Louie. I've loved Louie since high school. Well, now you have Louie. You've got Louie, and parts of him is still stuck in high school like you are. All this, I really just need him to be independent. He's independent, but he still's got to ask you for approval for everything. I really hope he gets them dentures and smiles at somebody else and leaves you. I'm sick of this. Louie deserves better than Melissa. She is a pain in the ass. I don't know. I really hope that Louie keeps working, keeps trying to get his independence back, and find somebody else who cares about him and doesn't want to yell and scream at him and treat him like a child. The man has been through hell. His mama is already up the crack of his butt 24/7. He doesn't need that from Melissa, who is also a nut job. Gosh, I'm sick of them. Anyway, peeps, get down in the comments and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.